all right. I have my things adjusted. I think we on now. Let's cut this thing down. Let's cut this thing down. All right, journeyman. Can't hear myself. Can't hear myself. Can't hear myself. Can't hear myself. Can't hear. Oh, I can hear myself now. Hey, journeyman, journey women. This is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Here to encourage, to motivate, and to inspire, helping you get beyond the first move. I am doing something new tonight. If you are on Instagram, if you want to get a full feature, you can shift over to YouTube. But in any case, I am on, and I see you both. I see you both on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, on Facebook as well. Oh, wait a minute. Am I on Facebook? I should be on Facebook. But check it out. Tonight. Let me go ahead just get things started off. Hey, journeyman, journey women, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, motivate, and to inspire, helping you get beyond the first move and creating a better mindset, uh, create a better mindset today. If you find any value in this content, how about you help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, following, sharing. Because when you do all this stuff and give me a thumbs up, what you do, you organically build and help it grow with me so we can make it better tomorrow, today. All right, before we get started with my recap, what I will do over to the side, uh, I will go on do 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 do. I will copy up my link over into my comment section, and so for those that are coming in, or all right, we in. Uh, I put the comment. I put my link over the comment section. So after I do my recap, I do my update. I do a Q and A. But when I do my Q and A, that means anybody can come on. Give me your 2 cents, and you may actually get a metaphorical nickel back. Come on, somebody, you may get a metaphorical nickel. All right. Now, for those who are on Instagram, if you are by any chance you hear me talking to somebody on the update or the recap, ah, oh Lord, on the Q and A, just shift on to YouTube. Check out the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and you'll be able to hear the audio. Okay, so check it out, Martha. How you doing, Martha? I see you over there on Instagram. So let's check it out. So tonight, I put my comment section over there, the chat section. So somebody said, I hear you. All right, good, Tito. I appreciate it. All right, so this is what we'll do. So tonight we are doing a here's update of wait for it, toxic choices. Now I did a feature video I uploaded it today, and you can check on my YouTube channel later on after the show. You can check it out. It's about 8 9 minutes. I did. I am This is my fourth installment of my thought life series. Where my first one I did toxic thoughts. The second one I did toxic emotions. The third one we did toxic word, and today we have done toxic emotions. Not no, we ain't toxic emotions. Lord have mercy. I'm going backwards. Not going forward. Today we did toxic choices. Now let me break down the summary for you. Now it gets very detailed, intricate in my readings, but I don't get intricate in all that detail, so people can't understand it. So this is what the chapter is about. This is what this topic is about. It's about choices, but isn't everything about choices? And it's about the good choices and the bad choices that we make. And unfortunately, the bad choices are toxic. Some more extreme toxic, and some are not as extreme. And when I started this series, I introduced it's a it's a system that I utilize called neurocycle. It's 5 steps that helps you deal with the negative thinking. It's a whole system of different types of it's a whole system of negative type thinking that we do that does not benefit us in our future goals, in our objectives, and our goals. I just said that. However, and when I stated it before, I said pretty much there's two emotions. You got love and fear. You have love and fear, and then we have a choice. And if you look at emotion in tree form, try to give you a picture of the dendrites of different parts of your brain is wired like a tree. Now, what happens is that you have different things that are underneath uh, those types, so to speak. You have long suffering. Uh, you have goodness. You have kindness. You have gentleness. You have patience. These are all quote unquote fruits of the spirit, which are good seeds. These are things that are good to be in your ground, to be in your soil. Because if these things are good in your soil, then they will grow to be a strong tree. If they're good in your soil, they'll grow to be a strong tree. Now, you no matter what you put in your soil, it's gonna grow and it's gonna be strong. The goal is to have it grow and be strong positively, not negatively. Because if it's negative, you have bitterness, you have strife, you have unforgiveness, you have hatred, resentfulness. These things will grow to be strong as well, and they will grow to be strong in your roots and be a strong tree, and that tree will be toxic. And everything you do and everything that you say, the whole persona will be toxic. Because why? Not because it's in your limbs, it's because it's in your roots. So the goal is to dig up the roots that are not good. And unfortunately, some roots started at such a young age. They had nothing but time to build, to strengthen, and to be reinforced. And it's reinforced at a young age when naivety is there. Then a lot of times you grow up older and you think that that naivety is factual. And unfortunate that people take the things in the past as facts instead of just trying to show themselves improve. What we need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the truth. How? They don't dissect it. They don't dig. They don't study for themselves. They take what somebody else says as fact. Understanding when you're young, you're naive, and you're not knowledgeable, you do that automatically. But when you get of age, and you learn a couple of things. When you've been around the sun a couple of times, you see the things that don't add up. And when you see that they don't add up, it's your job to study so you can become better, so you can accomplish your purpose. Now, toxic choices. These are choices that you make. And actually, I break it down. That is way that you actually deal with it or detoxify things that are toxic. First, get out the situation. But a lot of times you don't get out the situation because you too caught up in your own mind and you think it is good because you've been doing so long. But some people just lazy. They don't want to do the mind work. They don't want to do the mind work. And believe me, it's work because you got to detangle so many things. You have to like detangle a hard wire and rewiring your pattern that you're doing for 20 years. That's work. It's better to get it young. That's why it's always good to get an athlete when he's young because you teach him the fundamentals, and as he learns the fundamentals, as he masters the fundamentals, that when he gets to pro level, he's not even thinking. He's digging deep, but all the fundamentals are automatic. Automatic. So, with that being said, uh, so toxic choices right there. This featured video, I explained it. I gave 5 steps that help you deal with toxic choices. And so therefore, it leaves room for individuals to come on tonight. And so that would be my recap. And then my update is what is my update? Mm-mm. Yeah, I believe it. My update next week, I will do a featured video or toxic dreams. Toxic dream. Toxic dream. Toxic dreams. That's my that's my update for next week. Next Tuesday. Now, for those on Instagram, you look at me touch buttons and jump back is because, according in my ears, what I am hearing is a horn sound when I'm pressing the button, and a gasping noise that I am. Uh, what am I doing? I'm pressing a button. I have not figured out the Instagram thing, but I thought it'd be good to actually share it live as I do it corresponding with the others. But I will figure it out, y'all. I will figure it out. All right, so okay, that is my update now. Let me see who in the back room. Somebody in the back room. I think Tito in the back room.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, enough of all that. I enough of all that. How's it going, Tito?
It's going well. It's going well. I'm on the road. I'm actually in Raleigh, so I got a different background.
Really?
I just happen to have my laptop with me, so I said I can come on.
Oh, what you doing? Doing sound work? What you doing?
And no. I'm up here with my daughter and son-in-law.
Oh, that's ain't that
Hmm.
sweet. Let me see Renee. Let me see Renee coming on. Renee. Lord, I just spoke him up.
He's coming on.
Yeah, I just heard it pop up in my ear, and so I'm about to. I'm trying to integrate, as you said. I got Instagram on as well, and so they
Okay.
can't hear y'all talking. They only hear you talking. But I don't know how to integrate it yet. I may cut it
So,
off out, but we'll see. Okay, wait, where's it? Uh, Blue Beetle, Blue Beetle.
what's up, Renee?
Good evening. Good evening.
With the chips. It's not chips. Good evening. Good evening. Uh, all right, fine people. So tell me what your I don't know if anybody got a chance to look at the video, but I gave a summary. So what's your let me see.
Uh,
What
uh,
you take?
it do it, it do start with the mindset
Mhm.
Okay.
because I use myself for example. Sometimes I think I'm the best example when I'm trying to explain something because I dealt with it. Um, I remember where I grew up and how I grew up and my background. And for most of us, we think I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, me too. Renee.
Somebody got something playing in the background. The same.
Yeah, but
It's
Sounds
I
fine.
got music in the background.
Oh,
That's in the system. But the echo is
okay.
not from that. Watch this.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah. It's like a
Say something.
feedback.
It's feedback, Renee. All right. Renee, say something.
testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's off now.
Yeah. Is it me?
Probably.
Probably go ahead. Say something. It's you. Let me see.
You sound fine.
It sounds like I want this in my system. Let me pull off my headphones because I plugged them in after I got on. Hold on.
Oh, then maybe the volume's up now.
Is this better?
You sound fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I know what you're saying. 'Cause I get the it's like
Yeah. Okay. As I was saying, I remember where I grew up from, and for most of us, where you grow up at, your neighborhood, your city, you think that's how life is. But when you travel and you go outside that, you see life done and things done in a different way, and you realize that the way you learn from your environment is not always the best way or the right way. It's not saying everything that you learn in your environment is wrong. It's just that it's other ways of doing things, and sometimes it's better ways of going about things. And one of the greatest challenges for me was when I came in the Marine Corps to to make that adjustment going from being where I'm from and different things that you got into and you had to survive and just environment in general. Um, and I tried to bring that within the Marine Corps, and it caused me problems at first. It was like I was having a problem to like failing to adapt. And then one day, God just said to me, "Play the game, play the play the game." And what I mean by that is, I need to follow the rules of the Marine Corps and stop trying to change an institution that was already around 200 and some years before I was even born. I'm trying to change it to conform to what I think is right, other than me conforming to what was right, what the rules and regulations of the Marine Corps. So, with that being said, when I changed my mindset, I started to excel. My mind was expanded, and now I have been able to travel the world, um, live in different locations in the United States, and I've been able to adapt wherever I had to live, wherever I was lived at or stationed at. And with that being said, if I wouldn't have changed my mindset, I wouldn't have been able to survive in a lot of places I've been.
Mm. So your mindset screwing around.
Yeah, he playing with the system again. Then disconnected me, took himself out. Now he put us back.
He's playing checkers with the screen.
Go ahead.
So your mindset
Oh,
can determine whether thoughts are toxic or not.
yeah, yeah. Because think about it. Because most of us, well, I ain't gonna say most of it. I'm gonna say for myself. I'm gonna speak for myself. If I would have took some of my stuff from my environment that seemed like it was normal, but it was toxic to others, into the new life that I was trying to live, I wouldn't have been successful. I would have failed.
Right.
And some things that are toxic, it's not necessarily that you know it's toxic. It's a learned behavior. It's a survival behavior from where you are from or what you have been exposed to. And then when you're exposed to something different, when you learn better, you tend to do better. But that still come with a mindset. You have to get it out your mind that, hey, the what you did in the past in that situation is not the right way. You have to break that habit and be like, okay, I got to go about it this way. The way that I know is right. How to? It's like this. You can't go everywhere talking slang, speaking slang, but proper grammar, you can. Speaking normal English, you can, because everybody understands. Even with us coming from different locations, we can use some words that considered slang, but in each one of our location, that slang word can mean something else or dealing with something else.
Mm.
But if you're using the proper English dialect, you would know everybody would have the same understanding. Not saying slang and ebonics and all of that is just straight up wrong because it's part of your culture. Well, I would say culturally of neighborhood or depending on where you're from, that stuff is part of where you're from. It's not. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm trying to. It's a term that's called. I can't think of the English word for that. I remember we used it in college. But anywho, it starts with the mindset of saying, hey, just because I did that in the past, I learned that in the past, I know that it's not necessarily correct. I got to change my mind on how I go about doing that and reteach myself. But if I don't expand my mind and say, you know what, I learned it this way, and this is the only way I'm going to do it.
Mm. All right. So if you have the right mindset, it can be it can function in any environment,
Right,
like
right,
grammar.
right.
Mhm. Yeah, makes
What,
sense.
what necessitates the right mindset? What necessitates the right mindset?
Well, I would say is that with the subject being toxic is if you know something is wrong, when you realize something is wrong or not right, or you have a negative thought or you about something, to challenge yourself to do better.
Mm.
Okay, if you know something right. Suppose a person's like, and I think you had the situation. You're thinking when you went to the situation, you was actually in the mindset that things need to conform to you instead of you conforming to it.
Right.
So, in your mind, if you are thinking that you're right, who's to tell you that you're wrong?
That see for me it
Who's
was
qualified to tell you you're wrong?
well it's like this. If I It was hard for me to understand that I was wrong because a lot of things I was getting in trouble for, I didn't understand it because I thought I was doing the right thing. And what helped me was a conversation with God. I'm not gonna tell a story. I'm not gonna lie on His name. I it was a prayer because I couldn't figure out what was going on. Why I was getting in trouble for stuff, but didn't understand why I was getting in trouble. And the thing was that I realized was I thought I can speak when I want to speak, do what I want to do, how I want to do, because at the end of the day, when your platoon sergeant in your face, like, hey, I'm not no punk. You can't talk to me like that. But it's a chain of command or a level of authority that's in that's a chain of command, a level of authority, however you want to put it. In the civilian words, you can say, hey, a manager talking to one of the workers or whatever. But it's a chain of command. It's a different levels of authority. And coming where I'm from, I'm quite sure Chicago, New York. You from New York, correct, Renee?
Yes.
Okay. It's certain ways that people can speak to you, and it can be perceived as disrespectful. And if you let them disrespect you, you know everybody gonna try to disrespect you.
Right.
And that was
Yes, sir.
part of the toxic thing that I brought with me because hey, where I was from, you're not gonna just let anybody run over you. You're gonna be like, oh no, it's not going down like that. We'll be throwing hands or fighting, whatever. Because you trying to I feel like you're trying to disrespect me the way you're talking to me and the way you're dealing with me. But when I was the early years of my Marine Corps career, every time my platoon sergeant said something and I felt like it wasn't cool or I didn't like it, not saying he was wrong for telling me what to do, I didn't like it. I had something to say. So I always found myself in trouble at first.
Mm.
So it's not really somebody telling me that I'm wrong. It's me realizing that I'm wrong. And that to me, that's kind of something internal. If somebody's telling you and the same things keep happening, and it's different people, different situation, and different people are telling you the same thing, eventually you gotta do a correlation to be like, hold on, what's coming? The common factor is me. So if everybody else is telling me that I need to realize, like, hey, maybe I do need to self-examine And maybe I do need to try something different. Maybe maybe the way I'm going about this is the wrong way because I'm the one who keep losing in the end.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
I guess that correlates with Einstein's statement: doing things, doing things over and over again, expecting different results.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
doing things over and over again. That's insanity.
So the
That's
right
insanity.
mindset. So the right mindset. Let's say, for example, and you're of the Marine is. Would that be having a mindset of just listen to your superior officers? Don't take it personal. State your, if you're allowed to, state your perspective. If not, just do what you're told and keep it moving.
Somewhat, yeah. I would say one saying we used to say, like, especially um, the person in charge would say, "Hey, if it pertains to you, you listen, you take it, you fix what you need to fix. But if it doesn't pertain to you, let it roll off your shoulder."
Okay.
So, so if something happened and the whole platoon was getting a butt chewed, if you don't have nothing to do with it, you listen to it, so you won't do nothing, but you don't take it personal. You don't have to you don't have anything to correct at that time. But if it does pertain to you, you need to fix that.
Okay.
All right, because the military is not like you're robots. You do have your opinions, but it's times and places that it's just like you dealing with a child. If you correcting that child, you ain't trying to hear all that other stuff, all them other excuses. Some sometimes the excuses might be
Right.
legit, but at that time, you got to know, like, hey, okay, let me be quiet. Yes, sir, no, sir, or whatever. And then later on, me and you can talk about that.
Okay.
But if you're trying to correct a child and they trying to tell you, even though they might have a legit excuse, and they trying to tell you and they cutting you off, and you in a position of authority, what you gonna do? You gonna perceive that as disrespect. So
Mhm.
the smart thing to do as you learn is, okay, let me be quiet. Now let's wait. Then we'll get a chance. I can talk to you one on one. Now I can explain what was
Right.
going on, and now you get a better understanding. So next time, other than you just chewing me out, and other than me getting in trouble because I spoke back, I know I can speak to you in privately, and we can handle that situation. And some of that sometimes be, you know, our pride stepping in the way, which can be toxic at times because you're not going to talk to me that way. You're not going to disrespect me that way, but it might not even be them intending to disrespect you, or you feel like you're not being heard. So now you feel like you gotta over, you know, you gotta roar in order to be heard, but you being heard, but you don't feel like you being heard or understood. So it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve, but it starts with the mind. Even in the scriptures, it tell us to be slow to speak and quick to listen.
Mhm.
It's slow to be angry.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So it seems
A
like
lot of times,
having
quick.
a humble mind is a type of ground that allows you not to allow toxic thoughts to take root. Having a humble mind, um, ego, you know, not
Hmm.
having a really big ego seems like that allows things to roll off of you so that the thoughts don't get toxic and they don't get planted in your heart, where you can just not take it personal and just,
Yeah, that tends to work for me. I'm not gonna say that work for everybody because each one of us are different, but that tends to work for me, and that's what I find is the best. Because even when I was in leadership position, I'm chewing somebody out or chewing out people, and somebody come and talk to me on the side later on, I receive them much. You know, I find that I'm able to receive them much better than them trying to get their point across while I'm dealing with everybody else because now you challenging my authority. So I didn't seen it on both ways, and to me, that's the best way to just humble yourself and just wait. Kind of like how the scripture tell you, hey, the revenge is mine, said the Lord. You want to take revenge, but when God do the revenge, it's done the right way.
Mhm. Okay.
It's like if I think the humility is one thing, but the thing is, I think it's almost like it's compound interest. Uh, feedback, feedback. You hear it?
I hear you.
Yeah, now I can hear it. I didn't hear anything before, but
Okay, feedback. Maybe okay. Better
Yeah.
now. Okay, now what I was saying compound interest. Like some things are okay. Uh, when I was in college, you used to have people come around, um, giving out quote unquote credit cards, or signing people up with credit cards, and they're signing people credit cards, and it seemed like a very little thing. Now they sign you up for the credit card, you get the credit card, and then it be used. Now, as it's used, you get interest on top of that. You get the cost, and you have interest. As time progresses, compound interest formulates. Now, let's say that when you got the car, you child, you may be 18, 19, 20 years old. So you got that, and you did not know what you had. So you used it to the best of your ability to get what you wanted, but you didn't know the repercussions of the interest. And
Hmm.
as time progresses, it gets bigger and bigger. You say, "Man, I paid this, but you still got more to pay. I paid this," so it gets heavier and heavier. I would say the same thing is about certain memories, certain experiences. It's like it starts as a child, and I believe that generally the person that you deal with now is the broken child. Too, when you said when you were in the military, you was you were not dealing with the broken child until you were. And then you talk with God. He's like, now, come on now. But you've been doing it all your life as a child.
Hmm.
But then you got to a certain point. Then you have to deal with the consistent behavior that you was doing because it becomes regular. Like I said, I've said this before. You deal with your three modules: the predisposition, genetic track, your environment which you was raised, the situation which you experience. All three of these modules, you pull these to forth and you manipulate. You put together your first persona. Now you think you're doing something when you put it together. Oh yeah, especially when it's working for you. Oh man, starting a football team, everybody liking you, popular. You got. I mean, everything's good. Everything's good until it's not. Everything's good until it's not. And you realize all your acclaim, your fame, all that stuff is so superficial because some stuff inside you never dealt with because you didn't know. You just put together what was giving you. And that's the thing. We put together the things that we've been given, not the things that we have created. And we don't think we need to create anything because oh, man, all those years of doing our work that we was made to do, they get the consistency, the repetition, they give us confidence in doing what we was already doing. And we grown now, so to change, to create something means that you actually have to work. You actually make something different. You have to change your thought pattern. As a man thinks, so is he. And then even the scripture says, well, Corinthians said, well, cast down every imagination, every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and then you have to bring it to captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. See, two verbs. You have to cast, and you have to bring. That's work. That's work. And then you have to think of things that's good, that's lovely, that's pure, that's honest, of good report, they be in virtue, any praise. You have to think. You. God didn't say you don't think for you. He said you. Again, that's work. Now, unfortunately, it's easier to do the work when somebody gave you a broom, they gave you a shovel. But when somebody says, meditate on this, think on this, be alone with your own thoughts. Some people fear being alone with their own thoughts, then they fear being around 1,000 people because the thoughts are real. You can't escape that. So, well, I said all that to say that it's the toxicity. A lot of times, the seed is already planted when you're 8 and 9.
Mhm.
It's been watered. It's been irrigated. And the roots are grown, and they're strong and become bold. Unfortunately, it's toxic, but you don't know it's toxic until you know it's toxic. And then, like Tito, you say, you had a conversation with God. He's like, nah, this ain't working. There's still toxicity there. And because when it's working for you, you ain't thinking about it. But when it stopped working for you, so well, maybe you need to do a reevaluation.
Mhm.
So even with that, and that's why I had the 5 system that I try to do. Because neurocycle, I put this in my teaching videos. Um, you got thoughts. It's not writing. The only part of the 5 steps is just a certain systematic steps that you do that you try to detoxify the mind, gather your thoughts, you gather what's the pictures, the images, gather, and you reflection. You reflect on what you gather. After you reflect it, then you journal. You put that out there, and you get this
Hey, you're
with
muffled.
images,
I
pictures.
can't hear you.
I'm muffled.
You
Yeah,
yes. You start again lower and lower.
yeah. Could you say that
Yeah,
again?
that
You were
and
muffled. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you got so muffled.
which
Renee fell asleep. His camera went up to the ceiling.
No, I did that. So I'm putting the microphone closer to my mouth so you can hear me. That's why I didn't
okay.
fall asleep.
Is it better now? It's better now.
Yeah, now you're clear.
It's better now.
Yeah,
Yeah, now you're clear.
Okay.
yeah.
I had to look. I had to look. I said that first you gather your thoughts. You gather what's coming in your head. Take time. Close your eyes. Just because stuff rolls in our heads all the time. Gather your thoughts. Then you reflect on what you've been thinking about. Because some stuff is so polarizing. It just takes you off just to close your eyes. But then you have to get it out your head. So you gather, you reflect, then you journal. That literally means you're putting your mind on paper, and then you revisit what you have put on paper, because what you have put on paper is your mind. And then you look for images, you look for uh, images, storylines, pictures, people, wherever's coming in your mind, and then after you revisit it, because what you try to see, you look at your pros and cons. Okay, thoughts right here. If I with this will happen. Uh, what's the benefit of this? You do a buffet of what's rolling through your head, and then you go to active reach. And like I said in my video, I said active reach that I do every day is that and everybody doesn't use scripture. I use scripture. Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding. I mean, I can stand unmovable, always abound, irregardless of what's going on. I can stand. And like I said, my thing, I said, listen, every day you get vertical and move forward. It's a great day. 6 feet over is better than 6 feet under. So
Amen.
So when we get older, it's more difficult because we kind of stuck in our ways, especially if it's working. And just because it's working don't mean it's right. It may
Yeah.
mean you just got a whole bunch of. It means you got a leverage. Yeah, sometimes it means you got a lot of leverage. Don't mean you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean you can fire everybody. You can fire everybody because you get the money. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you look good, you get the money, you get leverage. Yeah, you need that personality. You get money, right? Yeah. So I mean, I think all these things build in toxic choices. It's all a choice. We all have choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sleep.
you can choose to
Sleep.
embrace the toxicity, or you can choose to reject it.
Huh?
I said, so you can choose to embrace the toxicity, or you can choose to reject it
For you talking for yourself or from someone else?
for yourself. Like he just said, it's a choice.
Anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Got you.
I mean,
Got you.
it's not a people think that well, some people actually think that's I'm biologically made this way. That's no. You can shift your body. You can shift everything. As a man
Mm-hmm.
thinking so is he. You just got to change your diet. What are you
Yeah.
looking at? What are you listening to? You can
Yeah.
shift everything. You know, I can lose a bunch of weight. I gotta change my diet. Not
Yeah.
only I change my diet, not because if you just transfer my analogy to physically, people don't just want to lose weight; they want to be fit. You know, while I lose weight, I want to be toned. I want to have energy.
Roll your gain down just
Um,
a little bit.
how about that?
A little bit more.
I'm close now. That's what it is. How about now?
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better because it sounds like you clipping when you go out. You know how you might clip and it cuts it.
Right. Now, I'm trying to see if I have. I have my gain up. I have my gain low. I had this far. Let me cut it up. How's it now?
Yeah, you coming
How's it
in loud
now?
and clear. Yeah, you getting louder.
Okay. Okay. Good. I have
Yeah, you
my
sound
gain up,
All right,
and I can hear.
roll it back down a little bit because you know how you somebody got a mic and you like say you got a dynamic mic and you got it up like
Right.
this, right?
Yeah.
And then you got
Right.
somebody that drop it down to their chest, and then the sound guy rolling the
Right.
gain up, and then you hit an air between. That's the sound I'm starting to hear. Because when you turned
Okay.
it
How
up,
about now?
you that's a little better. That's better.
I cut down a little bit down. All right. Now. Okay. How about now?
That's a lot
Cool.
better. That's much better.
Okay. Okay. I can I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. Um, kind of.
Yeah. You got to find that position for you and your mic and stick to it. However you get your gains, your stuff
Yeah.
set.
Yeah. That's what I can have some markers. You know, that red mark right here be right here, and if I measure it out to measure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what was that.
You was talking about.
What was that?
I think you was talking about choices. You have to
Gaining
choose.
weight. Yeah.
Yeah, gaining weight, losing weight, but the
Gaining.
goal is to be fit, not just
Yeah.
losing the weight. Yeah.
Right. And I think the same thing to do mentally, emotionally. The goal is to, you know, like I said, I gauge you engage. If you actually you change your diet, suppose okay, I'm changing my diet. What I look at, what I hear, just I'm fasting. Okay, nothing's going in. I'm not getting anything. So I may be skinny, or I may be clean, so to speak, in my mind, but I have any nourishment. My mind's not healthy. I mean, it's not healthy. I can't connect because I have not been feeding any type of nutrients that help me grow. But I'm clean though. I'm clean. And a lot of people, you be clean eating food too. You diet. You get
Whoa, we
Yeah, you
lost him.
can diet. Not I just I dropped down.
He's bent down.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just seen him. I just
I,
seen him fall off the screen.
I think he picked up something. I think he's picking up something. I don't know.
I was just gonna say I won't have them mushrooms on my salad anymore.
What's
There's
Nah,
mushrooms.
just being
There's
silly.
mushrooms out here hallucinating.
I just seen you fall off the screen,
Oh
dog.
Lord. I said, Lord. Oh Lord. We could we, my thing wasn't charged. I saw battery. Battery. Yes, I mean I think that's ample is important to get something in versus just cut everything out. It's a balance. It's a balance, and that helps you be able to you can replant. You can detox and kill the root of the old stuff and replant a new seed that it may help you be better.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can say from experience with that, when I changed my mindset of getting away from
Hmm.
a lot of stuff I was taught, and you know, I'm not saying it was bad in a way because where you from, some of it is how you survive, so it's not necessarily
Right.
always bad. So, but what I did find out, as I was saying before, is that I realized that I can survive anywhere because I'm not afraid to adapt and to accept and to listen now, and don't think that I'm always right. I do much more research. I you know, it's kind of like this thing. Just because you don't know is a law, and when you break it, you can't use the excuse, "Hey, I didn't know that was the law." Well, it's the law. You got
Hmm.
to know better. You know better now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I when I didn't know it was wrong, okay, but when I found out it was wrong, okay, yeah, okay, that's the law. I gotta abide by the law, and now it's my job. Now I know I must learn the laws of where I'm at, whether it's another state, another country, another job, or wherever I'm at. Everywhere, everywhere has its laws or its rules, however you want to say it, of how things happen and how things go. Even with a job, you might have certain operating procedures that you have to do. It might be certain bylaws of that job that it's a way, certain way things happen. But it's your job to learn them laws while you there, them rules, because that's how you stay out of trouble. You can't say, "Oh, HR didn't tell me that." Oh, it's in the handbook that we gave you. It was in the handbook when we had orientation with you, but you didn't read the whole book. We don't go through the whole book during orientation. We introduce you to a lot of things during orientation.
Mhm. And so ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Right,
Right.
right.
Mhm. Okay.
But
Yeah.
but a toxic mindset have you put it on everybody else except yourself of where you came up short at. And
Yeah.
once you realize you got to fix yourself and you fix yourself, now you start to leave the toxic stuff alone. You start to understand like, okay, these are rules. They were right.
Mhm. And some people don't recognize things as being toxic because the state of their heart, like you said, to them it seems all right. But sometimes the people around you, they can't see it, but people around you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But the word of God tells us that out of the heart flows the issues of life.
Mm-hmm.
So your heart is, I guess, like a filter. So you change your heart, you change how you see things, and it can affect whether toxic emotions, thoughts, or feelings can get planted in you. And it seems like one of the best ways to change your heart, is meditating on the word of God and beholding the glory of the Lord regularly. The Holy Spirit changes your heart to where you become more and more like God, where it truly matters in your heart, and then your life outwardly matches God more. You know, so things
Yeah.
that before that would affect you, now they don't affect you as much. Like I find myself, I get angrier less and less, and I'm learning to let things go more. Someone cuts you off or says something to you, or I've been learning to just okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Even if somebody says something insulting, learning, all right, well, they have a right to their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Byron, I think that helps it not to take root when you don't take it in and become angry about it, or you can just say, well, hey, that's their opinion. They have some type of issue, and it doesn't like bother you as much.
You don't take it personal. It's yeah, it doesn't bother you much. I think a good testing ground for that is the weight table. I was a server for 8 years, server, and everybody can't do it because everybody, a lot of people take it personal. When a person comes to your table and they want to be served food and they have a total attitude, it's not about you. You didn't go home with them. They came home from somebody and they ticked off with their spouse. They ticked off their employer. They just ticked off a life. They just want a woo-saw moment, a dopamine hit. They just try to come down calm and but their faith hasn't caught up with their want. So they snap and they just have a terrible attitude because the attitude is not coming from the restaurant. It's just planted in the restaurant. My goal was that when people came to my table was that okay, got one. My goal was that when they left, they're gonna be so happy that they came and sat at my table
Mm-hmm.
because I made them go out with a smile when they came in with a frown. Oh, not such a rush to. Oh, got one they frowning. Now I tell you the people I did avoid, and they always came with a smile. You know, Renee, you know who the people I did avoid? Do you
No.
know Ticket? Dita, would you know? Do you know the people I avoided?
No.
I knew them too. My church people.
Oh,
You're who?
My church people.
he
Your
dealing with
church.
church
Because
hurt.
Oh,
yeah,
He dealing with church
and,
hurt
and
now.
yeah. Oh, now I dealt with my church because these people I knew, and they didn't come with attitudes. They just came very picky.
They came with expectation, high expectations because they knew you, and
Yeah,
they think they're supposed to get the special treatment because they know you.
right,
That's like me walking in
right.
your business and come on, brother, hook me up. I need a discount. Yeah, got you.
And and they complain because I have one specific. I guess she didn't mean nothing bad. I worked at Red Lobster, and she's like, she got skewed shrimp. You know what her complaint was? You're not gonna believe it.
the shrimp
The
is too
shrimp,
pink.
the
Uh,
shrimp fell
It's
off the
burnt.
skew,
It's burnt.
but that's how it's cooked on the grill, open flame. It's skewed. It's shish kebabs. I
Oh,
mean,
oh, this.
okay, okay.
But
Uh,
I think that was the second complaint. That was the second complaint. I said, oh Lord, oh Lord, and it's busy too. It's busy. I said, really? Oh, help me, Lord. Yeah, that was going on in my head. Yeah, I see my duck. I duck. Now I didn't mind waiting on my pastor because he always did that. And he never complained.
well, you should have told them maybe they should order their shrimp sauteed vice on a skewer because usually most skewers or shish kebabs, however you want to say it, it's going to be cooked on an open flame, and flames sometimes make contact. Now, if I
But
didn't have
sometimes
any
people
grill
do.
marks or anything, I'll be, did you cook these or did you pop them in the microwave?
Some people just want to complain about anything. And when they see somebody that they're comfortable with, then they complain with them. So I mean that was however that was just I expected that to some extent, and but it's all right because you learn a lot about people and learn a lot about yourself and your patience. It really builds your patience and not take things personal.
Uh
I
huh.
didn't take things personal, and it was fun because I got to see a metamorphosis. They come in and they go out, and yeah, so that was it. That's fun for me. I don't. I can't stand this. They can't. They're smiling in the customer's face, and then they go back and cuss them out. They
That's like
go
Renee
back and cuss
rolling his
them out.
eyes behind them shades, huh? Something like that.
Yeah,
Nope, I don't roll
yeah.
my
Oh,
You can't see
they,
them anyway. So
yeah, keep your glasses on, Renee. Keep your glasses on.
yeah. So yes, I mean, mindset is important. I mean,
Yeah.
your mindset. I mean, mind would matter because your mind matters.
mm,
Yeah, your mind matters,
Yeah, your
and
mind
it's
definitely
a shame.
matters.
It's a shame that you gotta get older if you actually. Oh wow, it does matter.
mm. It's a part of who
It
you
does
are.
matter. When you get older, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Dr. D, one of your kids playing an instrument in the background?
No, I think that's his music playing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
is.
somebody had,
No, it's saxophone, alto saxophone.
okay,
Oh,
you got a real
that's
up.
one of your kids. Or is that you playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So which one?
Uh, hmm?
Okay, he's playing the music.
The
That's not
black.
his kid. He's playing it.
Okay, because I can
It's my,
hear it. I'm like,
it's my
somebody got,
kid. It's my
it's your
kid.
kid? Okay.
Yeah.
It is your
Yeah.
kids
Alto
playing.
saxophone.
Oh, it's your
It's
daughter.
It's
been
one.
going on for a while, but I was like, hold on, I'm hearing things. I just had to go ahead and speak it.
You thought it was a beautiful mind.
Hey, yo, I'm used to, dealing with sound, so I listen to everything. So it's like when you think I'm not listening, I'm listening.
What you
That's
say,
what
Renee? What you say? You didn't catch it. You didn't catch what you said again, Renee.
what you
It's a
did. What did
beautiful. It's
What
a beautiful mind.
you?
Tim, a beautiful mind was movie about Russell Crowe played that he's creator of schizophrenic.
That movie won a lot of awards. It wasn't
Uh,
was it Best Picture. Yeah, it
I
was
don't know. It's
Academy
a good
Award for
movie.
Best
Gave
Picture.
me
oh, you trying to call me schizophrenic, artistic, or something?
No, I was saying that No, actually, what was I saying?
Yeah. Retract.
Making a joke.
Hey, at this time you're supposed to put a soda up to your mouth like you were drinking. I can't talk right now to get out a response. Give it a
Oh,
response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, what's
See?
that?
Hold on, I'm thirsty. I'm a little parched.
What'd you say? Nothing.
I need a
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Sneaker.
I need
What's that?
a Snickers bar.
You're not yourself right now. It's always good to be able to laugh, man.
Yeah.
But
Like medicine. Like
Yeah.
medicine.
right.
I think the mind work that people don't do ends up hurting them, especially when it's in the ability to get something done. Now everybody's not that fortunate to actually to process to have time to actually deal with their past pain and to work it out. Because some people have the multiple personality, the split because the trauma is so severe that your mind creates a barrier of a different persona, and it's like 5 personas in one person. Well, I had a client that had 32.
Wow, that's a lot.
32. It's
32 personality.
32
teeth.
personality.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, not teeth, but personalities. And she was telling that, well, such and such, she's out. It was, and the guy was a hermaphrodite.
Wow.
You know what hermaphrodite is?
Yeah, you said
You know what
that's someone
hermaphrodite
born with
is?
both. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
someone with both sexes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, he's about 16 man with wig, well, not a wig, but it wasn't trying to infiltrate anything. Real calm, cool, collect. I mean, and the agency I work for said before you go to the person, because I did global crisis.
Was he
So I
a
went
for
to
real
people's
one?
houses.
Was he a for real one?
Yeah, it's for real. It's for real one. It's for real one. Hermaphrodite.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't wannabe. Wannabe. He was unisex. So, but he wasn't trying to portray anything. He was faking the funk, so to speak. However, they told me that when you go visit the person, because I did mobile crisis with people's houses, they did assessments, and they said look at the person's YouTube channel before you go over there. If you look at the YouTube channel, it'll tell you this how the person is. Because he put posts up all the time about what's going on. But I went into the person's house. It's spotless. It's spotless. Walked in there and real calm, had the cigarette in the mouth. Look, come on back here. And he said, see that house over there? The house is haunted. Real calm. Went past the front room. Guess what's drawn on the floor in the front room? A pentagon. A pentagram.
Wow. That's
So he
creepy.
was a devil worshiper.
Yeah,
Wow.
they walked in, started telling me that I'm real calm. It's spotless. Just like saying, auntie, somebody is with. She had different names. Like she's not she's the king or queen of the altars, and they call the altar this, altar that, and they trying to dethrone such and such. Somebody went on a vacation, and all these things that take place in their mind. And I said, "Who's John?" That's the host. Yeah, we ain't seen him in a while. And that was John I was talking to. Yeah, and very interesting conversation. Now I wasn't scared at all. Is it interesting? He said they try to do shock treatment, but I ain't doing that anymore because autism like that because nah, yeah, it really was interesting. But all to say that I don't think the unisex that was the thing that caused for the multiple personality is it's the certain situations in your life. I think we all shift to a different persona, but everybody doesn't put a separate wall up. So the left don't know what the right is. It's like you get like beast mode. He goes in certain he physically he builds himself up to become something else. But all the while he still knows who he is. He don't say don't call me this. I'm beast mode. My shamans, he don't ship. No, that's not me. He don't do what Beyonce does. Sasha Fierce is a different person. She said sometimes over me. Something comes over me. And then she did an interview with Oprah, I think, and she's like, she say something comes over me, and that's not even me. I said I don't even swear. That's not me. That's not me on stage.
You know what they say about excuses, right?
You never outrun them.
Everybody got one.
You never outlive your excuse.
Wow.
Never outlive, outrun. Yeah, so I think it's so it's interesting. I mean, all the same. That's when people severe mental stuff, and you don't know what type of trauma that person experienced for your mind. It's present your body. Everything is shifted to preserve you and to save you. That's why that's when the amygdala shoots into fight, flight, or freeze. Is that's to protect you. Now, it'll protect you for anything. Oh, too much pain. It'll protect you. Oh, we ain't gonna do that. It's gonna protect you. It's not gonna want. It's not gonna go. You gotta will it to go through the storm because self-preservation. Say, I'm gonna go away from the storm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your buddies up there. Your buddies in the is locked up in the building. A gunfire. Preservation said, "I'm sorry, man. I'm a miss, John.
Mm.
He shows good guy." Yeah, I know. We said simplify till we die. I'm just sorry that it has to be him right now.
I'm gonna have to step in. We do it for each other. So
They
that's the
never
way we
leave.
do it.
They never leave someone behind.
That's right. We do it for each other. It's
Only
your brother to your left and you to your right. That's why we do it.
unless it's friendly fire.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I tell you, I tell you like this. You can look at it this way. It's almost like it's like a family thing. It's like you dealing with you as a parent. You dealing with your kid. If you see a car coming towards your kid, you gonna push your kid out the way, and you might take that hit. That's how it's kind of it's like that. That's the kind of mindset you take on with that when it comes to your brother and your sister to the right and your left. That you know what, I'm willing to take that, and with everybody with that attitude, you willing to do what it takes for everybody to come home.
Tito, I just have one question to ask you. Did you call the code red? Did you call the code red?
I took the red pill. That's all.
The red pill.
I took the red pill.
You know the reference. You know the reference. Did you call the code red?
No.
No.
Mountain
Did you call
Dew?
the code red?
Mountain Dew?
No. Did you put the order out for the code red? Was it code red? It was code red, I think. Yeah, he said, "You dog
Even
go shit me.
Renee-
I did it."
Even Renee don't even know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not familiar with that code red. No,
No.
I'm not
Can we
familiar.
get-
Tom Cruise.
Are we talking to Dr. D or are we talking to Byron? The personalities might have split. You were just talking about that, and I think the people just split. He split in front of us, Renee. Did you see it?
He said hit code red. What is code? Okay.
Tom Cruise,
Mhm.
Tom Cruise, and um, Tom Cruise,
See, he done
Tom Cruise.
split. See,
Um,
Tom Cruise.
um,
What movie?
he
with
don't know.
Jack Nicholas.
He done split.
Jack Nicholas.
Is you talking about when was he like a lawyer or something?
Yeah, Jag officer.
Guantanamo Bay? Guantanamo
Yeah,
Bay?
did you
And
call
when
the code red? Yeah,
I think
he
I
was
know what
on.
you're talking about. I don't remember the movie
He,
because they was
he was
defending
wow.
Oh,
because
oh, the
somebody
movie where
got
he said you
killed.
can't handle the truth. You
Yeah,
can't handle the
that's it.
truth. Oh, that movie.
Handle the truth. Truth.
Oh, okay,
Did you
okay.
call? I just want to know. But did you call the code red? Sorry, General. You have to. He said the judge said, or the superior officer, you don't have to answer that, Colonel. I want
And
to
he
answer it.
he
He said,
told on himself at the
he said,
end.
I did. He said, I did. I did. Yes, I did that code red. He said, you can't. And he called someone, get his hat on, get his hat, and walk out. He said, what you doing?
He said
What y'all doing?
because he talked about the decisions he had to make that you wouldn't be able to handle some of the stuff that decisions he had
Oh,
to
so you
make. Yeah.
remember? You remember now?
No,
Yeah,
I
you remember.
don't. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
And, because the lead up was uh did you call the code red? And code red that you take care. I guess you take care of the people that's gonna cause other people to get hurt. Like you, pretty much is the appendages that need to be cut off
Okay,
because he's gonna affect it.
y'all messing with me here.
That's not me. That's you.
No, did your phone vibrate or something?
But that was my phone. Somebody called me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Somebody was calling me.
okay,
Yes.
okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's
I'm
other person.
tripping. Y'all got me. There's no more mushrooms on my salad. Tripping.
I
I'm hearing the music, then I'm hearing and I'm the only person looking around like where this coming from. No more mushrooms.
It's Halloween too. It's Halloween too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some told me not to eat the candy from the house.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, today is Halloween. It's true. My porch light is off.
Yeah.
I always keep mine off.
And see, when they said that was the trap house, I
was-
thought people got stuck there. But I didn't know what they was talking about. But now I know.
The what?
That's the trap house.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's your character? Who's your character? He said, the plug. I was like, oh, no, I get it. Because I ain't been the same since I got that candy.
plug.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did you become Pookie?
What you
Did you
mean,
become Pookie
cold
in New
red?
Jack
What
City?
you talking about? Did you call the cold red? Did you call the cold red?
Huh?
You know what, Renee? He can't even handle the truth.
Yeah,
Did he just say he called the cold red?
you were explaining to us code red.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know what's
I
going
think
on.
he had some mushrooms too. Hey, he didn't eat the candy. He didn't eat the candy. They say do not eat the candy.
Now you was talking about candy. That's shifted. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Yeah, I called the code red. I almost get it. Yes, I called the code red. Yes, I called it. I called it. And so we wrap it up. So thus far, what do y'all think about the Thought Life series?
As
The
a
first
man
episode,
thinks in his heart.
No, the videos, man. The videos. I did
I
like 4 videos
I
already.
watch. Oh, I only seen the one today that you put out a few hours ago. That had the same title as this right here. It's like 5 minutes long.
Right.
hmm That's the only one I ever seen. I thought it was
Yeah,
good.
I
Mm.
thought this was 9 minutes. Okay. I think
Well,
the
I don't
first
know.
one
It
I
might
had.
have been.
I'm talking about as
I
far
don't
as
know.
the. It may have been one. I've done 4. The first one was toxic thoughts. Second was toxic emotions. The third was toxic words. I think that was last week. And then in this week, I was toxic choices.
Uh, I watched one today. It
And
was
generally,
toxic something, but I don't remember that. I
probably
know it had
toxic
toxic in
words.
it. Okay.
All of them have toxic. It's a dirty dozen. And so I have 6 more. 6 more. It's a
Yeah.
dirty dozen. So every week I'll be doing like a feature video. Then we do I'll go live. Uh, or that's why I was asking about your comments about the video.
Okay. So you're doing a total of 12. Gotcha.
Right.
You have 6 more to go.
Right.
Okay. Awesome.
So
He want to know
so
what you
just
think about the video, Renee.
Hmm? But no,
right.
the last one he posted, I haven't seen that one.
Yo, the candy with the
Okay. I did
THC.
4. This is a summary. I did 4 of them. So and a lot of them I put the video before we start talking.
Yeah. I
You
saw
did
I
none
saw
of them.
one earlier. I did see one earlier today. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Well, no, that was a short. That was a short. Okay. I don't
He saw none of them.
know. I saw a short video earlier today.
Renee, Renee, you need to stop using them drugs before we go on, man.
Only
Man,
drug,
you just need to stop. If I'm gonna stop my mushrooms, you stop doing what you do.
only drug I have is the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
That's the new one.
That's
That's
all
what they
I
call
need.
them on the street now.
Yeah.
Like the Barack
I seen
Obama.
when you drop your phone, I seen a gallon of Visine in the background.
You mean that? There's no Visine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My eyes are very
Didn't work.
clear. Oh, it's too bright. Oh my goodness. So bright.
Yeah.
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 So we can all
I'm
agree that the word
good.
of God is the fertilizer that makes your mind good ground to uproot the toxicity, but also plant the good stuff.
Why can't it be the seed?
Yeah. Why he can't be the seed?
Hmm?
Well, why can't it
Yeah.
be the seed?
Why can't it be the seed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand your question.
It starts with the
Tree,
seed.
the tree of life. If the tree of life starts with a seed.
Okay.
Fertilizer is it makes you grow, but generally fertilizer is foul.
Are you
But
saying
still,
the word
some
of
things
God
are
can't be
foul.
the seed? I think you're saying, okay, yeah. Okay, so
If,
they're saying,
if
why can't it be the
fertilizer
seed?
is
For
not
fertilizer?
right, the stench of things kind of helps things, but they're not smelling like flowers. It's definitely not the rose of Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Fertilizer
I'm
has a
saying,
lot of
yeah,
nutrients in it.
Mm-hmm.
right. And a lot of experiences that would be experienced in life build character, but they don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
When you
That's the
go through
fertilization now.
right,
Mhm.
it don't feel good. That's the first issue. It stink. You can't stand the smell, but you need it to make you
Mm-hmm.
strong, to grow you, to bond you. Give you girth. You know,
Right.
You know, I guess in Marines, y'all march with the sack on all your equipment. That's to help you. So when you really have to do it, it's not an issue. It's an issue, but you so accustomed to it.
What sack are you talking about? Dime,
The
nickel,
rifle,
what?
the
Quarter?
all the stuff that all
Oh,
the stuff y'all
yeah.
got to put on. It's
It
boot
kind of
camp. No, go ahead.
the Molly pack, or back in my time when we first started, we used to call them Alice packs. But Molly packs, your 782 gear, which is an old term.
Hmm.
Most military people know go by 782 as part of the NSN of all the gear that you use. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to have that. All yeah, he's like, man, it's loaded, but you got to have it. It's in your life,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and so they prep you for it. You don't look forward to it. You prep you for it. Even David Goggins said, he said, I hate running.
Wow.
I hate running.
I
See,
told
something
my
to sit on
brother.
my bed. Uh,
My brother asked when I had retired. He said, "You still on the run?" I said, "If my life in danger." That was my
you,
response.
you what?
If my life in danger, I still run. When I retired out the military, my brother said, "You still don't go running?" I was like, "Yeah, if my life in danger. Other than that, nah.
No
I'm
more
good with this
running.
one." Yeah, I couldn't run if I wanted to anyway. Not with these knees. It would be very very painful. It's already painful enough walking around.
Yeah.
Uh,
David Goggins said, I have to do this when the millions of people look at me for inspiration. So his drive is for others versus himself. He said, I hate it. He said, sometimes I sit on my, he said, I get up, I'm here to an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours before I get out and run. But I'll do it though. You gotta push
wow.
yourself
So
beyond. You
so
gotta
his
do it.
purpose
Right.
Yeah,
is
he's
to
very
Purpose
motivate.
drive.
intense.
Okay.
He's very intense person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's understatement.
Uh,
That's understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
So
hey, I don't know what time I'm hitting the road tomorrow. So if I don't get on,
uh,
I'll try to listen. I might be driving. So if I
okay,
don't come on, I'm probably on the road still.
okay, okay.
Uh,
All right. Hey, we can wrap this up. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right. I appreciate y'all.
all right.
It's been a blast as always. Praise the Almighty God, Yahweh El Shaddai.
Good night,
Yamshima
everyone.
Yasha.
Have a wonderful and
Yashia.
wonderful rest of the week.
Yes.
Hold on.
Hopefully, I'll be able to come on with you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, you want me to say
All right.
Yeshua HaMashiach?
Eh, wait. Uh, any ideas or any trends? Any trending besides Will and Jada?
Was this
Uh,
Tyrese and his wife? That's trending a
nah,
lot.
nah.
Is
Tyrese and his wife is trending a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, because she's trying to break a prenup. That may be something.
I think she.
What do you think, Tito?
I don't know. I don't get into the celebrity mess crap, whatever. Because I feel like this. If it's me and my wife, I appreciate it if everybody stay out of it. But they got a public life. I don't do that public thing. And all that craziness, everybody just eat it up. And I'm like, half of us probably that's eating it up probably got the same thing going on in our house. but it ain't out there in the open. And you speaking about everybody else garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I really
That's
don't
true.
be
That's true.
it slide across my screen or it pops up, I slide right past it because it's like, what? You know what I
Slide right
mean?
your
Like
DM.
what? Yep. That's how I am. So when the people
Yep.
that kind of stuff, I really don't know much about because I don't really get into it. I see it and be like, okay, somebody might come and say something to me about like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But it's just one of them things, man. Everybody, it's easy to point at everybody when they stuff is out there in the open. But some of us are dealing with stuff like
Right.
that behind the scenes, but too afraid to speak, or it hasn't been let out. So, I usually just stay away from it. Because if I was going through something if I was going through something with my wife, I appreciate the privacy of us being able to try to fix it, or we separate our ways. Because if we are going to try to fix it, everybody else being in our business, repeating and got something to say, it's not going to help it. It's just going to inflame the situation, because one of us will be embarrassed about what happened. So now we got to react to that.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. We can do Tupac.
Tupac. Oh, I could have got that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
I was just joking.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight. Hold on, basketball player. Ain't that the one they talking about that might be? Well, I don't know. Did he come out?
No, the person actually it was consensual. He didn't want it to come out. It's consensual, but the person said that it wasn't consensual.
Oh, you're trying to say
I may do a compilation.
So he took the cookie. That's what you saying?
That's awful.
No,
I'm trying to say
the Snicker. The Snicker.
Was he the pitcher or the catcher? I'm asking for Renee. Renee wanted to know.
Here's a Dougie. Well, he was dug out. Digging it out. I don't know.
I'm getting ready to go to bed. I do not want these images in my head.
That baby one. That baby a good one too. That baby a good one. Because it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. That baby a good one. All right, Tito.
All right, good night. Yeah.
Good night. Keep your eyes on Jesus.
Okay, one more.
Keep your eyes on Jesus.
Good night.
Good night.
I still got it in.
Okay, journeyman, this hero, journeyman.d. Any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do this, what you do is you organically help grow with me and build with me so we can make it better tomorrow, today. So don't forget to check us out tomorrow. We do a Trinity show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we're still thinking about the topic to hit. So that's what we was talking about earlier. But keep following us on these weeks as we do a series on toxic thoughts. And next week, like I said, we'll be doing toxic dreams. And remember, and look up above on the replay. You should see purpose-centered videos as well as motion and ride and chair. So, and link down below if you need anything else, you give us a call and we see what we can do for you. But remember this: if you don't do anything else, every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Why? Because life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. And this is your hero with Dr. D, and we are out.